Hi, welcome to Humor is Cheaper Than Therapy podcast. This is Shelley, the middle daughter, and I'm joined by my sisters Kelly and Margot and our mom Terry. We are not doctors or therapists. We are simply ordinary women who happen to be related and have fun spending time together laughing and talking. We hope you enjoy listening to our casual conversations as we discuss the ups and downs of normal life, hopefully with a lot of laughter peppered in. Thanks for joining us.
Okay,
Not
well,
it.
you've got
Margot.
you have it figured out, Shell, so go for it.
Hi, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about what we refer to as a bucket list, but we don't like it to be called that. So we're going to rename that. And we're also going to discuss weird words or phrases that we have experienced in our life and just talk it out. So enjoy.
Perfect. Okay, so
I saw your text about bucket list, and I do like playlist. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yep, Margot came up with that. Good job, Margot. I like that.
Yeah. I also like my manifesto as well. That's a pretty good one.
it is.
I do. I like that too. Define that for me, manifesto. Isn't that like a plan or something?
Yeah, and it's usually not good.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a personal thing to write this big declaration, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Let me manifest definition. So yeah, so I thought playlist was better than bucket list because bucket list. That's stupid to even say.
It's like before I kick the bucket list.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So a manifesto is a public declaration of policy, and especially one issued before an election or political party candidate. So I don't know. I just thought that was funny. My manifesto list.
It goes on the weird word list for sure. Manifesto.
Yeah. So
I don't think I've ever used it in my lifetime other than reading about it in a book.
No, right. I think it would
the
have to
only
be a
time
very
I've-
deliberate thing.
Go ahead. I have heard of it in reference to somebody wrote a manifesto when they were planning to do something really bad. I thought I heard it about like that fella who went to Las Vegas and shot people. I thought someone said he had a manifesto, but I can't be positive. So
Yeah.
I just don't know.
well, then you have Karl Marx, who wrote the Communist Manifesto.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, but let's not use that word.
It does have kind of a negative connotation to it somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, I won't remember it. So it's not
But-
in my vocabulary.
I vote we say it's our playlist and go with that.
Kelly, did you have any thoughts on that?
I like playlist because these are things we want to do in life that would essentially we'd be doing something fun is what a bucket list would be. So that's why I like playlist.
Yeah.
So Margot, are you
Maybe
working?
we could call it my life playlist.
Mm.
Not anymore, she says.
I could
Not if
hear
you
her
can
on
hear
the
my
keys.
keyboard. I'm not.
I thought we established the no work, no clash, no craft rule.
Well,
Well,
What if we call it our life playlist?
okay.
I like that.
I do too.
yeah.
Definitely works.
Ta-da!
Ta-da.
All right. So now
let's start with the oldest.
Yes. Didn't you want me to put something on my playlist?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I probably will try to send you guys a picture of it because across the road from me, where I'm at the cabin, way over at the base of the mountains, is a field in the middle of a bunch of pine trees. And that has been on my list since we built this cabin to go there on a day trip.
like
Oh,
hike
to
over
just
there.
Yeah.
Like
Cross
hike
the
over there?
road and just walk as far as you can walk.
Yeah. And
Through the-
maybe camp. It's
Through the
beautiful.
full pasture?
Oh.
Well, there's a road and stuff.
Okay.
And the fella said that we could go. We couldn't drive, but we could walk. The guy that owns it.
Oh, well, there
Well,
you go.
Bring your bear spray.
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna-
say, yeah, I've seen pictures of bears across the road up in their little hills.
And don't forget the wolf out there.
Yikes.
Yeah, the wolf.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, should we
Yeah.
cross that one off the list?
No.
Hey, this is your list. It doesn't mean anyone else is gonna join in.
Oh, wait. I want you all to go with me.
Oh, well.
Oh, that's a horse of
And
a
look at
different
it
color.
I
Look
think
at
I'm
it
sick
this
that
way.
day.
No, I'm older and slower. You can use me for bear and wolf bait, and you'll make it out.
That is so wrong.
Well,
Oh.
that's also the problem. you are older, meaning you're probably going to be a little chewy and not taste as good. So they're going to find us, the younger ones.
Okay. We always used to say we were going to take Uncle Wally because
We said that on another podcast.
oh, he didn't know he was going to be famous.
Oh,
Aw.
oh, Uncle. I always told him I was going to roll him in his wheelchair right down my hill. Payback for all the times he asked me things like, "What's under the ponytail, Kelly?"
Oh, what's under the ponytail?
Yep.
Ugh.
He said that to all of us our whole childhoods.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
Okay,
finally
so
started.
that was my turn. Kelly has to say one.
well, I don't know what one I would have, except one came up today. And this has been something I've thought about ever since The Shining. I want to go to that hotel, and it's
Oh.
called, oh my gosh, I just looked it up because I heard it on a murder podcast today. It's not the Overlook, which is what it was called. It's the Hotel Stanley, I think it's called.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something, yeah.
Hotel
And
California?
It's in Colorado. It's in Colorado.
No.
Yeah,
You
Hotel
can't leave from
California.
that one either. You never leave, right?
Different movie. Different
Yes,
movie.
so the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado.
Yep, I want to go there.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
there. Can you go there? You can. Oh, you can book a room. You
Yes.
can.
Mm-hmm. You certainly can.
I wonder
No.
if it still looks the same.
If you look at the
100
gallery,
$89 a night. Which
Mhm.
I guess if you're gonna go to a nice hotel in the woods, that's not a bad price.
right?
Is it in the woods?
It's in the mountains.
Yeah, it's up there.
hmm
Yeah.
I just think, and so as I'm looking at it today, I'm like, oh, the next family get together.
Oh
I'm in.
Nope.
I got my stimulus check. I'm in.
Hey, you got it.
Yay!
All right.
Oh,
Hey.
I got my anniversary bonus at work, so
Oh, well, there you go.
yeah, I can pay for me. Dave will have to be on his own.
He doesn't want to go either.
It would be
It does
so,
look like it has been updated since the movie.
but you know,
so-
if you
Well,
look,
Goodness.
That was a long time ago, that movie.
if you look at like the dining room with the bar, that is the bar. I just think it'd be cool.
Mhm.
I'd have to watch the movie because
Yeah.
I'd want to see. There would be things I'd want to look for.
Like little girls,
No,
And
no,
bicycles, and
red
Yes,
rum.
that's the bar right there. There it is.
I have
Mhm.
never seen that movie.
Oh,
it's
Okay,
not
I've
your
only
kind of
s-
movie, Shelley.
It's not my kind of movie. No.
I love the meme going around on Facebook with a picture of Jack Nicholson where he's going, "Here's Johnny," and somebody put on there, the more I see what's happening today with COVID-19, I'm thinking Jack kept it together real well.
oh.
Yeah, in isolation real well. Oh, I can't tell a story for nothing.
So Kelly, you've seen the original with Jack,
Yes.
and then
Mhm.
did you also see the made-for-TV movie with the guy from Wings?
I have not.
I know a lot of people are probably going to be like, "What?" But I think that is a little bit better than the original myself.
I will have to
I
put
just
that on
think
my
it's
list.
yeah. I thought it was a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more dark. I don't know. I liked it better, but that's just me.
What movie was that?
It was the remake of The Shining with one of the brothers from Wings.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was about wings, and I'm like, that wasn't a scary movie.
No.
Okay.
So Kelly wants to go to the Hotel Stanley.
Are you writing these down, Margot?
Am I? No.
Oh, I guess we probably should. If we're
We write-
making a
Should we write that down?
life playlist, we should probably actually make a list. You can be the keeper of that list since you're the youngest.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
I'm writing it down here in my little notebook. Okay. And Shelly?
This is going to be sad. And that is, I literally don't have a playlist. I don't realize something is a life playlist item until it's happened. Like when we went to see Elton John. That was never on a list of things I wanted to do, but no sooner did we get to that concert and I thought, my gosh, this is something I would have always wanted to do. So I don't know. I don't have a list. I don't have anything I can think of. I have no desire to jump out of an airplane or bungee jump or anything scary. Let's see. I want to have a long, healthy marriage. I'm kind of boring. I'm sorry.
Well, isn't there someplace you and Brian would like to travel?
No, we don't ever want to take a cruise because those seem to be a problem. I hear all the stories. I mean, we've had friends who couldn't get out of other countries and cruises that went where they were all sick or the toilets all started backing up. I mean, nope. And as far as Brian and I mean, we just want to go geocaching or go visit family. We have no big destination plans.
What's your big geocache you'd like to do?
Our big geocache?
Do you want to do every geocache in Minnesota?
No, there's too many. There's hundreds of thousands.
Now, there are some. Have you ever YouTubed the big ones or the special or fantastic ones? There are some really, really neat ones out there.
There really are. You're right. We've looked at them, but it hasn't been like a destination. Like, oh, we need to go do that. So I'm telling you, I'm boring. I don't know. It's always actually puzzled me. Like when I would hear people talk about their bucket list, and I thought, oh, I don't have one of those. I wonder if I should get one. So I'm gonna start thinking about it with my sweetie.
Okay,
maybe I need
Shelley's playlist to come up with a playlist.
Yes, she's going to buy a bucket.
She did tell me something this weekend that I thought would fit on that list. And that is...
Do you think? You're right.
Go ahead, tell now.
You're right.
You know what I'm talking about.
I think I know. And if I don't, you'll correct me. To bring Brian down to South Carolina to have Kiki's Chicken and Waffles.
That's a bucket list. Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Put that down because we want to do that in 2020.
Kiki's Chicken.
How do you spell Kiki?
I think it's Kiki.
Yep.
Chicken and Waffles in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that came up because when Kelly and I were down there, we went there and it was amazing. And I had never had it before, so I'd had nothing to compare it to. Since then, we went to breakfast/lunch with some friends in Mound, and I said, hey, let's try their chicken and waffles. Oh, it was nasty.
Oh.
So now we got to correct that.
Now you got to correct that and get the good authentic stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, Jason's brother Jordan and his wife Jess went down to Texas and they brought back some famous chicken in their carry-on luggage for my husband.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm going to find out what that was.
Yes.
And I will get back to that.
Inquiring minds want to know.
How do you get chicken through the check stand at the airport?
Those people checking the baggage must have been just shaking their heads. Darn Yankees.
Right? You can't bring a bottle of water.
But you can bring a dead cooked chicken.
You can bring a dead cooked chicken.
Oh, man. Goodness. Margot, bucket list.
Well, I guess I'm the only one that actually did her homework. And I wrote up a few things on my playlist. I have a couple, and in no particular order, I came up with 4 off the top of my head. I would like to visit a white sand beach.
Ooh.
You know, that picture that'll come up every now and again on your screensaver on your computer, you know, those pictures that come up and you just get that white sand beach one where the water is just crystal blue. I want to go there, wherever that is. I don't know where that is, but I'm going to find it and I'm going to go there.
That's a good one.
Yep.
I like it.
And then I want to see the Northern Lights like in person. Like
they're always in person. You've never seen them?
I've never seen them.
Really?
Oh.
I've never seen the Northern Lights.
Oh, you're going to love it. Good one.
But I don't want to see the Northern Lights in Alaska when it's negative 1,000 degrees.
You don't have to go to Alaska.
You can see them from Russia. You can go to Russia.
I want to be.
You can see them from Minnesota.
Right. And the best time we saw them was driving from Minnesota to Montana one time was the best time we ever saw them. They're gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh. Another thing I would like to do is I would like to hike or camp, not across Mom's field.
Oh.
But some kind of like trail, like
the Appalachian Trail or something?
Yeah, something like that. But not
Somebody,
like the crazy one where you go for like 5 months and people mail you packages along the way and you don't bathe for the 5 months. Like, I just want to like do a hike where I'm close to a bathroom and running water because I would need to bathe.
And for what length of time?
4 days.
4 days. Okay.
4 days.
4 days.
Okay.
As long as she can stand it.
Well, you should have plenty of places in Montana for that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, but there's things here that eat you when you go hiking.
Well,
I mean, I could hike along the rims.
and I'm
You can
afraid,
camp up there too, I'm sure.
Margo, any
I
woods you
bet
go
you I could.
any
I
woods you
don't
go
know, if you're-
hiking through are going to have things that'll eat you.
Yes, they chuck people right off of them damn rims sometimes. So I don't know.
Whoa.
And then my last thing that I put on my list was to lose my second wave. So that upper arm flap, you know, that's
That jiggles when you wave.
yeah, that jiggles when you wave. Yep. I've decided that instead of having a weight loss goal, I've decided that I'm going to have a different goal. And that is to lose my second wave. That made it to my playlist.
It's a
You should
weight
be able
loss
to do
goal.
enough curls to get rid of that. Yeah, wave loss goal.
Well, but here's the thing. This playlist is supposed to be something that we can do for you if you're passed away or something.
That one doesn't work.
So would you get it done? Put that top to the list.
Yep, move it on up.
Okay.
I lost
All
my
right.
second wave
I'll
when
move
I
it on.
when I gave up on my first wave.
There you go. Just don't wave.
Oh, and my husband said the chicken that Jordan smuggled through
Smuggled.
customs from Texas to Montana was Hattie B's hot chicken.
Okay.
All
I
right.
guess it's
Was
a
it
thing.
Was it worth it? Did he like
I
it?
kind of think he might have got a little sick the next day,
A little salmonella going on.
but it was enjoyable at the time for him. But if I remember correctly, I think he wasn't feeling very good the next day. So,
Yeah.
but it was a thought that counts. And he
It
was very
was.
excited that his brother thought of him.
Very thoughtful.
Yes. Yes. Speaking of my husband's family, should I give a little shout out to my mother-in-law who's listening? Hey, Emily. Hope you're having fun
Hi.
listening.
She's
Hi,
a listener?
Emily.
She's a
Hi,
listener. Yes.
Emily. Hi, Emily.
Hey, Emily. Thank you for the support.
Hello.
Yeah.
We take
Friends.
offerings.
We take offerings.
No, we don't.
Oh, okay. I was wrong.
I saw her this weekend, and she had mentioned that she had listened to it, and I was like, "Oh, are you learning some things about me and my family?" And she's like, "Yup."
Yep. Uh-oh.
Uh-huh. I thought about that when my boss liked our Facebook page. I'm like, oh yeah, she's listening. Well, if they want to see the real Kelly, here I am.
Right.
Well, I'm sure they see the real Kelly all the time.
Yeah, I'm too busy
You're
working. I am
pretty
too
out there.
busy.
You're
Yeah.
to be your normal self.
Yeah.
Like the worker Kelly is not the normal self Kelly. That's funny. Well,
For
I haven't told-
everyone that's listening needs to know that Kelly's the boss of all of us.
Oh, right.
No,
Oh,
no,
don't think
no.
so.
No, she's not. No. Sorry, Mom. No, she's not. She is not the boss of me.
I am going to have to pull out the yellow card on that one and say, nah.
Throwing a flag. Penalty flag.
Whoa.
Challenge flag. That's the one. Oh, my
I'm
But the
goodness.
I'm
question
not.
is, Kelly, do you want to be in charge of this?
No.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
Oh, we've got a good thing going, Shelly and I, with the editing and everything. And yeah, this is working.
Yeah, we're all set here.
Yeah.
It's working so well. In fact, not this weekend, but next weekend, I'm heading out there to the Kendall Dragonfly Ranch to hang out, and we're going to work together on things and learn things.
Oh, cool.
Whoa.
Are the mosquitoes out yet?
No, but I just had 2 geese fly
not-
right over the treetops in my front yard, honking away.
Those are big mosquitoes.
They don't bite.
Well,
Usually.
if you
Yeah,
get close,
Yeah, no.
I get to see all the baby gooses on my way to work in the morning.
Baby gooses.
I was going to say, is that the correct term? Baby
It's
gooses?
not.
It's not, but it's more
It's
fun to
not.
say than
But
baby
it's
geese.
cute.
Right. Because they're cute.
Yeah.
They're just cute little fuzzballs.
And I guess that kind of leads us into our second topic is
It does.
weird things we say.
Now, I just want to say something real quick. Like, for instance, the plural for fox,
Hmm.
is it,
Vixen. No, that's a
I don't
female
remember.
fox.
Is it foxes or is it foxen? There's some word where en
It's
is
just
the plural.
fox.
Oh, fox, fox, fox.
Sure. Sure.
Not according to Google.
Oh,
Oh,
Google.
wrong again.
I
Mhm.
thought it's
Yeah.
foxes.
Yep. It says, what do you call multiple foxes? Multiple fox, you call them
Alright.
foxes.
Okay.
Foxes. That makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay. What?
Wait,
All right.
wait, hold on a second.
Okay.
Then
Stop.
there is another thing that says, is foxen a word?
I had heard
Foxen
that.
is a noun. It's rare. It's non-standard, and it is a plural form of fox.
I heard that.
But it is not a valid Scrabble word.
Of course not, because those are the letters I have.
Well, because you can't use.
No triple points for you.
Well, no, you can use.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's what it says. Google. That's what Google says. I mean, yeah.
Well,
you can
and
say
the only
foxen.
okay, the reason I brought it up is because I had heard that, and then I thought, then why isn't the plural for box boxen? It doesn't make sense. The English language is messed up.
The English
For real.
language is messed up, and it goes all the way back to the colonials and when we battled the Brits for our sovereign land. And they're like, oh, yeah, we're not only going to kick you out of our country, we're kicking you out of our language and we're making up our own.
A lot of our slang does come from Britain.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait for my friend Glenn to listen to that.
Uh-oh.
Hi,
Uh-oh.
Glenn.
Sorry.
Oh, I don't know if
We
you
love the Brits. We love the Brits.
Well, he teases me all the time on us rebels and the things we have done, and we need to come back to the Queen's country, and yeah, we have a great time with it.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Now, I do love me some British television,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah, you do.
We love it all. Love it all. Do you guys watch To Call the Midwife? It's on
No.
PBS.
I tried to watch it, and it's just not for me.
Oh,
Why?
It's the best ever. I cry every single episode. There's all the babies being had, and
See, I watched like the first 2 episodes and said, "This is this." You know what? Side note: I'm on the wrong show. Wrong show.
You're thinking of Handmaid's Tale, I bet.
Yes, I am.
That one
Yes,
oh,
I
I
am.
yeah, no,
over that.
no.
Yep.
We tried.
Sorry.
We tried.
Yeah.
and
First episode was like, what are they
Yeah.
doing?
That
No,
was
not.
Yeah.
so
However.
then
Okay, so back to you. Sorry.
Yeah. To Call the Midwife is set in kind of like the slums of London, and it's all based around the Nanadas. No, wait. How do you say the word? Nanadas house, which is a nunnery, and the nuns who are midwives, and then the nurses that come in and work with the nuns and are midwives / nurses for all of the slums. And they're just delivering babies everywhere, every which way. They're fixing everybody's ailments. You'll cry every single episode. It's the best show ever. Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay, I
that's
might
one
give
good
that
thing
another
that
chance.
came from Britain, To Call the Midwife.
well, the
Thanks, Britain.
Britain has a lot of really fun comedies. I love the humor. Oh, it's just so.
Margot, do you remember the one where the guy was calling the pigs? What was that one called?
Good Neighbors.
No, it wasn't the good. No, Blandings. BLAN. Oh my Lanta. BLANDING.
So funny.
Whatever. Just watch a couple episodes, you guys. It's hysterical. Shout out for Blandings.
That's a good one. That's a good one too.
What's it about?
Nonsense. Total nonsense.
Isn't it about a family, kind of dynasty family, who's kind of on the outs as far as financially wise, and they've got to do things to get their manor.
Something like that. I kind of, it's kind of like, what's that one that we all watched, Downton Abbey? It's kind of like the Beverly Hillbillies of Downton Abbey.
Okay.
But it is hysterical.
Oh, Downton Abbey. I miss you, Downton Abbey. Margot, did you watch the movie? I bought it.
I did.
Thank you, Shelley. Thank you,
You're
Shelley. It was
welcome.
good.
I still have to
Guys.
watch it. I got all
I need-
distracted with
I need to watch that whole series again.
Jason's family, and then COVID happened, and I've watched the series 3 times now because it's that
That's
good.
okay.
You
The-
know,
the movie will be there.
You guys all liked Schitt's Creek, right?
Yes.
Love, love, love. We talked
Okay.
about it today at work.
Blandings is like that,
I was going to mention, is it like that? Okay.
only worse.
Oh, what streaming media is it on?
I don't know.
Oh,
Margot's going to find out.
Google
Amazon.
Master.
Amazon
Amazon.
Amazon Prime.
Okay, I better.
The Google
I better grab-
gods have spoken.
Woohoo!
I have never watched
It's
Downton,
hysterical.
Downton Abbey.
I don't know that it's your kind of show, Cal.
It's
I
Sacrilege.
think you've said that before.
Sure.
I just don't know that it's her kind of show.
Probably not.
It's really, but it's worth a shot. I mean, just watch the first episode and see what you think. You know, it's really neat because it's about this amazing family that lives upstairs. You know, the aristocrats. I like that movie too. The Aristocrats, and then downstairs is the staff, the servants,
Okay.
and there's like drama going on in both levels. It's really, really good.
Yeah. And it's so interesting just to watch how that era interacted with each other and how they had their place. And
Right.
you did not step over the line.
It's very factual that way. And I really enjoyed it. And they never even knew what a weekend was. What's a weekend?
I know I was going to say, Kelly, if you like Maggie Smith, and I think you do, man, she plays the best role. She's the one that says, "What's a weekend?"
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Right now I'm trying to finish season 10 of The Walking Dead. So
Oh, Lord.
These are alive people, not dead people.
Yeah. I still haven't watched the latest season. I don't know. I'm burnt out on The Walking Dead.
yeah.
I think we're off topic. So let's quit futzing around and
Oh, there's a
Isn't
word.
figure it
that-
all out.
In the description of our podcast, Futzing.
No, weird words is, but not. It should have been, and maybe it should be. That's what we're going to call it: life playlist and futzing around. That's it.
Around.
Yay. I found out that futz, F-U-T-Z, is a German word.
Really?
She did her
Oh.
homework.
And what does it mean?
And what does it? Yeah.
Oh, I think it means a lady of ill repute or something like that, of questionable character, something like that.
Wow.
Really?
Yes, and we love the Germans too, in case there's any of you listening. Just
And the
want you to know.
Canadians.
Well, my grandparents were from Germany. So yes.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting when I looked up futzing. Yeah,
Well, according to Google, it means wasting time.
okay. Did you look up futz or futzing?
I looked up futzing,
Hey, I need-
Futzing.
Right.
And I do have to make a correction, Mother.
Okay.
I scrolled down, and not only does futzing mean wasting time, futz in German means an objectionable woman. So you were correct.
Well, objectionable, that could mean quarrelsome, I suppose.
It could.
So if
Well-
anybody out there in TV land wants to tell us, let us know.
This sentence, it gives the word in the use of a sentence. It says, Janet gets on my nerves. She's a dumb futz, ain't she?
Woohoo!
Wow. That is harsh, man.
Oh. And then, yeah, it correlates to basically calling a woman the C word.
Ooh.
Ooh.
No.
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 Well,
So-
I learned it from Granny, so there you go. My mother.
Well, and she was innocent, so we know nothing bad was in her mind.
Nope.
Sweet granny.
That's what my husband, he says. He's like, I could not imagine that your sweet little grandma Helen got up to all the stuff you said she used to get up to.
Uh-huh.
It's the innocent ones that are really the ones you got to watch out for.
I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, my grandma was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. She was chock full of stuff. There's another word for you. What the heck does that mean? Chock.
Chock.
Full.
Chock full. Chock full. Interesting. I wonder if the Google Master can figure that out for us.
I can.
Unless I get there first.
Just so you know, Futzing, you can use that word in Scrabble.
Okay.
Oh, can you? Okay.
Thanks.
I'm wondering if we have to put a disclaimer on this podcast because we're using this word that's a German word that might be really offensive to anybody.
Yeah, we apologize if
speaks
it means
German.
something bad. Yeah. He'll let
We
us
don't
know,
know.
hopefully.
Yeah, we're learning.
See, you, Mom,
everybody.
you said chock full, but I've never heard. I have heard to chalk it up to
No, this is chalk. CHOCK. Shell, not
right.
chalk.
Chalk it up to.
Oh,
But
see, I've
I
always
would
thought.
leave the K off. I think it's no K on the end. I think
Okay.
it's CHOC. Chock full. It was chock
Yeah.
full of berries. I don't know.
According to Google, it's an adjective and it's CHOCK. And it says containing the maximum amount possible, flush on all sides, jam packed or crammed.
Oh,
And
chock
it's
full. Okay.
It's an English word.
English
and
as American or English as British?
English as in Middle English from the 1400s.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah. So there you go. All the way from back then.
and we're still using it today.
well, not Shelley.
Not Shelley.
Shelley doesn't use that one.
Not chock full, but I would chalk it up to.
Now, would that
You
still
know.
be the same chalk, or would it be like chalk it up like chalk on the chalkboard?
No, it's still CHOCK from what I think.
Yeah, but I think it's two different meanings where chock full is
For sure. Yeah.
crammed pack and chalk
Yeah.
it up to means
Means
give it.
refer to in reference to, I don't know. You know what I mean when I say, well, chalk it up to no, I don't know. I quit. I have to go home.
We don't even know our own language.
I know. I just looked up chalk it up and it says the idiom chalk it up can be correct in instances where it means to insert wedge-shaped blocks or other objects next to something to prevent it from rolling. That is not the word or the term I'm using, though.
No.
No. Or it also is an idiom, which means to give credit to or to
Yeah, there
That's
you
it.
go.
Yeah,
That's how I
obtain
mean it.
something. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
All right.
But I
Chalk.
think
What
it's
a
in a
weird
net-
word.
isn't when you say chalk it up to so and so, isn't that more of a negative or is it a positive? I've always thought of it as in a negative sense.
Chalk it up to the fact they didn't know anything
Right.
like that,
Yeah, yeah.
like us.
Wow.
We know things.
They don't
we're-
know
we have to-
nothing.
We have to Google everything.
Well, an example
That's why
in
we
a
hired a
sentence-
professional.
Yeah, right. I know, right? I have the plaque on my desk and everything here, people.
Did
An
you get
example in a sentence is chalk up the victory to the little guys for slamming the crown. I don't know what that means, but there's an example.
Don't either. Okay.
I came
There
up
we go.
with several of these now. Someone else know any?
Like
Slang?
weird words? Oh, slang.
Well, I call that slang. I don't know. What is slang? What does slang
Well,
mean?
Well, the one word that I thought of that I still use is like kittywampus. When something is crooked,
Yes.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Yes.
that's when I use.
Have fun spelling that one, Margot.
But I have no idea where it came from.
Phonetics, Margot.
Yeah.
Phonetics.
Yeah.
She
you
said
know what,
hooked on phonics never worked for her.
right? Kitty. And we all say Mylanta,
Mylanta.
Mylanta.
And kittywampus kind of means the same as cockeyed, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Yeah.
where that came from.
It's an adjective that is disorganized, poorly done, chaotic. So yeah, we are all using that one appropriately. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I always used to tell my boys, "Can you do me a flavor?" That's always something that I've always said to them. Do me a flavor. They never liked it. They would get mad and correct me.
They didn't like that. Okay.
Mm-mm.
I always, when someone tells me they're pregnant or they know the sex or whatever, or they had a baby, I say, "What flavor did you get?"
What flavor?
I
Or if they are
always just
pregnant,
ask, is it,
when
yeah.
they're pregnant, they're fragrant.
Yeah. The things.
One of the words my dad used to always say was knucklehead.
Yeah.
Oh, Grandpa.
Yes, which can be used lovingly or non-lovingly.
It can. Yeah. And that one, you've got to be like, do you need me to smack you in the head? A knuckle to the head, need to
Right.
knock you something. I don't know.
Well,
A lot of people
just-
could use a good knock on the head.
for me growing up, I was called a brat, and that was sometimes in a loving way, and in sometimes probably not.
Yeah, it's like calling somebody, isn't it kind of like calling somebody stupid?
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
find brat to be derogatory in that way.
Oh, brat, I don't either. Brat is a term of endearment to me.
You were talking about
Oh.
knucklehead. Knucklehead is
Knucklehead.
okay.
Brat, I think brat has changed over the years. That has, because I think that is kind of a term of endearment, you little brat.
Well,
brat.
I
sometimes,
think
but when you're calling someone a spoiled brat, you're not using it as a term of endearment.
Or talking about the neighbor's kids. That's not the same as talking about your kids.
See, and I use brat as a term for my own sweet grandchildren or something because, they're doing something stinky, but it's not terrible. And they're just
Right.
being little brats. It really does mean in a more loving way. If I'm talking about somebody else's kid that's being obnoxious or something, I'm going to say stinker or, something, I don't know, something else.
Right. And brat is an interesting word because it's one of the words that I have on my list of spelled the same but used differently. Brat and brat.
Right?
Yes, that's a good one.
Dave and
that's another kind of a word thing.
Mhm.
Dave and I have had several conversations on stuff like that recently because he's like, why is it spelled the same and it means something different? I don't know.
Yeah.
It just does.
I have a whole list of those words. It's like, are you kidding me?
And imagine trying to be somebody from a different country who knows a different language, learning our language.
Jacqueline, all the time, she says, I don't know what that means. What is that?
I know. It's the sweetest thing. I love giving her a new word for the first time and the look on her face. It's the cutest thing. Like the first time it happened to me, she was asking me about Jake as a child and if he was like Joshua. And I said, he was rambunctious. And she said, what's his word? It was so cute. I love it. I love that.
Yep.
So have we just created nicety words to not say that he was a brat? No, we'll just candy coat it. He was rambunctious. He was, my wild child. Oh, I don't want to say that.
Well, it's again, Kelly, it's like a swear word. It's the intent behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You can say anything you want. I can say, what a rambunctious little brat. And I
Don't
mean
say
something.
bad words.
I won't. And I mean something negative. But, if I say, yeah, he was rambunctious, I'm saying, he was energetic. He had he was running all over the place.
He was. And I would never say it in a negative way, but that kid climbed my walls. It was always on Kelly, look at me. He was climbing the walls.
He was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think we've all did at one point or another in our day, hand, feet on the walls and reach the ceiling.
Yep.
Yep.
I wish I could still do that.
Climb the walls?
Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear a really weird, here's a really, really weird British saying.
Okay.
Arf, arf, and arf.
Okay.
What?
It's in arf, arf, and arf.
You sound like a dog.
I know. I have no idea how that came up when I was looking up slang, but it came up and it's a British word that means embarrassingly intoxicated.
Really? So you would say he was so arf, arf, and arf last night?
I guess you'll have to ask your friend about it.
Instead of, now I would say, oh my gosh, my friend was so duck and frunk last night. I couldn't stand it.
Okay.
I would say, well, he had a snoot full.
No.
What?
No, wait. So are you saying arf, arf, arf 3 times in a row?
Arf, arf, and arf.
And that means he was really drunk.
Embarrassingly intoxicated. I can't make this stuff up.
I think
might
you
be.
can, and you do.
I think, yeah. Yeah. Well, it's in the Urban Dictionary, you guys.
Oh.
That explains a lot.
Yes, it does.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
It's a dictionary for slang, Mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is a great place to find the slang words we're trying to come up with. But
Right.
yeah.
Well, that,
Okay.
yeah. I bet they won't find duck and frunk in there.
Perhaps not. Are you trying to
Probably not.
hornswaggle us?
I coined that term all those years at WeFest. Still a fun one to say.
My favorite phrase in the whole world is cut the cheese.
We learned about that on a previous episode.
Yes, we did. Oh.
Oh, my Lanta. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So, speaking of that, cut the cheese. So, several years ago, I don't remember the whole story behind it, but there was some kind of like thing to do where it was basically where you did like a whole body, like just drain, where you just like took super hyped up laxatives and stuff, and just emptied out your system. It was this thing that was going around. And when Riley was in, I don't know, middle school or whatever, and for some reason we got to talking about this weird thing that people were doing around the table. And they said if you're going to do this particular thing, you needed to have a code word so that if one of your family members was just kind of lollygagging in the bathroom, you could say this code word and they knew that they needed to get out of their toot suite or there was going to be a problem happening.
Right.
And so we were all around the table trying to come up with what would be your code word.
Did you come up with one?
Mine was basically just like, let me in, just yelling, But Jason came up with the best.
Okay.
He's like, if I ever yell horse apples, you guys will know that it is serious business.
This emergency.
Get out of my way.
Oh, my Lanta. That's
I
funny.
know. Oh, Margot, you used the slang in there. Lollygagging.
She did. I heard it too.
Lollygagging?
Yep.
She did, yep.
I did.
Good word. Get moving. I'm a lollygagger extraordinaire.
These boys in this office are the slowest in the world. Like in everything they do. They are lollygaggers.
Are they slower than Shelley?
Hey.
Oh my goodness. They are so slow. And I'm like, all right, move with purpose. Come on.
Where's the fire?
There's no fire, but just come on.
That's funny. When you say these boys, whoever do you mean? I can only assume you mean our sons.
Our sons. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So, anyways, so if anyone ever hears my husband say horse apples,
get out of the bathroom.
Stat.
Too sweet.
What's lollygag? I've never heard what lollygagging was, though. I've never heard where that came from.
Oh.
Yeah, let's find out where that came from. It means poking around, taking your darn sweet time, but why? Why does it mean this? Where did it originate?
It also says lollygagger is a noun and it's got a picture of Shelley.
Okay. Little sister, thank you very much. But I'm okay with that, so
yeah.
I own it.
You own it. It's a verb. It means to dawdle. Let's see. Where's it coming from? Ooh.
Our Google Master is having a snafu. Ooh,
yeah.
Another good word.
Snafu.
Well, I liked
Origin.
Toot Sweet too. She used that one.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, she did.
It is of unknown origin and was first seen in print around the mid 19th century. So,
well, lolly is a British word for a lollipop. So maybe because they take so long and it's gagging you, I don't know.
Really?
I was going to say, and then it's followed up with gagger. Okay, good. Maybe it's a really slow way to die. I don't know.
Oh, you guys.
Oh,
my gosh.
Lanta. Okay.
Speaking of dying,
Yeah.
did you know
Uh-oh.
that
Of dying.
another
Oh.
word for a coffin is a pine overcoat?
A pine overcoat.
What? What?
Nice.
I'm going to put you in a pine overcoat.
Please don't. That's weird.
Did you know that Billy Graham, speaking of coffins, because
Oh.
yeah, Billy Graham, did you know that his coffin that he was buried in was built by prisoners?
Really?
No, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, it was just a simple coffin made by prisoners of, I can't remember what, from the inmates at the Louisiana State Penitentiary. And yeah, it was just a very simple pine plywood casket. And this penitentiary makes these coffins for people who, the indigent and unclaimed.
Mm-hmm.
They make these coffins, and that was Billy Graham's wish, is that he was buried in a very simple pine coffin
would.
from
Yep.
these inmates. Yeah.
He would
see
do
that.
something so humble.
Yeah. There's a really great, I'm trying to remember who did it, but a news reporter did a very, very nice story about these guys that did this at this Louisiana penitentiary. And it was just a really touching story about how these guys in prison are doing it out of the goodness of their heart, because, they're in prison, not making any money off of it. And they're really touched by what they can do for other people. Yeah. So, there you go.
Well,
Thank you for that fun
Maybe.
fact.
yeah.
Which reminds me, Margot, what's notable about today?
What's notable about today? Well, it's very funny you should ask.
I thought so.
Oh.
So on today in 1962 is the day that Marilyn Monroe performed her famous rendition of Happy Birthday, Mr. President
Oh.
for JFK. I shall not be doing a interpretation of it.
Oh, come on. I wanted you to sing Happy Birthday in Marilyn Monroe style.
I think you could do that, Shelley.
I think so.
I'd have to practice.
Practice.
I don't
for
know the
next
song.
one.
It's not a song I've heard before.
It's not a song that you've heard before. Yeah. And then of course, unfortunately, she then did pass away of opioid overdose.
Oh,
Only
sad.
4 months later in August is when she passed. So
In what year was that? 62?
62. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. And then a little while before that, in 1743, today,
Just a little while.
Yep, Jean-Pierre Christine invented the Celsius thermometer.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Jean-Pierre Christine.
Was he British? Because isn't that a British thing? Celsius?
Well, it's kind of an everything except for United States or Belize.
Oh, Belize does Fahrenheit as well?
Yep.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yep. Everyone else does centigrade except us and Belize.
But you said Celsius. Centigrade is an old-fashioned term for Celsius.
Yes.
Yeah. But he created the thermometer to be able to figure that out.
Margot,
And
did
where
a
is that?
loud car just drive by?
It was actually a motorcycle.
It's been happening all through the podcast. I was going to say it's sure obvious Margot's at the office.
I've heard
So,
things
busy
too.
road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have more, Margot?
Oh,
Because I have
baloney.
one. I have one. If
Well, I
Margot-
have one
go
more.
ahead.
Okay, go.
Go
I
ahead.
have one more. And then a couple years before that, in 1536,
Couple years. Okay.
yep,
One or two.
Anne Boleyn, the second wife of Prince Henry VIII, was beheaded for adultery, treason, and incest.
Ooh.
Do you think she really did all that, though?
No, he did it so that he could divorce her and marry Jane Grey, Jane Eyre, whatever.
Yeah.
Jane something.
Jane something.
So he wasn't going to divorce her. He put her in a pine overcoat.
You can't divorce. It's the Catholic Church. You can't divorce. I mean, back then you couldn't.
Oh
You
my
had to
God.
find some reason to make the marriage null and void. And so he found her guilty of those things and then married
That poor
Jane,
woman.
whatever her facial is.
That poor woman.
Whatever her
Oh
face
my
is.
gosh.
Yeah. But Anne Boleyn and King Henry VIII had a daughter who then turned into our first Queen Elizabeth. the queen with the white face and the big frilly thing behind her head that you see in all the pictures. Yeah. And she reigned for like 60 years or something. Some great movies about Queen Elizabeth I. Yeah. Kate Blanchett was in one. It was really good.
Okay, Kelly, what did you have?
Well, I'm trying to remember how long ago it was now, because it was there when I was saying it. Supertramp's Breakfast in America peaked at number 1 on 5/18/1979. Great album. Supertramp.
What was the song?
The album Breakfast in America hit number 1.
Breakfast in America.
Great album.
I do not know if I know that song.
No, it's the
Breaking
album.
up again.
It's the album is Breakfast in
it's
America.
An album.
Yes. Peaked at number 1 on 5/18/1979.
All right.
That was the fun fact I heard on my way home today on the radio.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
I don't know.
Cool.
You do
I
too
remember
know
hearing
Supertramp.
about that.
Margot, you know Supertramp.
Totally.
Goodbye,
yeah, I do.
Stranger.
Well,
Take the Long Way Home.
I mean, I've heard the name Supertramp, but I couldn't be like, oh, that song is Supertramp.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I know songs and I know some people, but more often than not, you have to play the song and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I know that song.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
trust
I'll be
me.
like,
when
oh,
you hear
that's that one band with the one guy.
Okay.
Precisely.
You'd know it's the one band with the one guy because they are very distinct
Exactly.
in their sound.
Okay, that reminds me. There are certain bands that have such distinct sounds. The minute it's on, you know who it is. The first one that comes to mind for me is Boston.
Yep.
Everything. They have just a unique sound. How about you guys?
Well, I said Supertramp, and I would
AC/DC?
I would put that in there. Also, Def Leppard.
The problem you think so? The problem I have is AC/DC and Def Leppard. I'm never sure which one is which when there's a song on.
No.
And that could be just simply because I'm not exposed to both of them enough. Seriously.
Yeah. Def Leppard sucks.
I apologize for tramping on anybody's feelings about either. I apologize.
I think Margot just
I'm
tramped
not.
on
Def Leppard
mine.
sucks.
Also, like Breaking Benjamin comes on, I know it's Ben Burnley singing immediately.
Mhm. See, the only voice that I could be like, oh yeah, that's so and so is if A, I know the song, B, it's Joe Cocker, because who doesn't know that
Yeah.
voice,
Right?
Yeah.
right? Or it's what's his name from AC/DC?
What
Angus
is his
Young.
name, Margot? Who?
Oh, my husband, he's gonna be like, what?
Yep, he's
Did
gonna.
you not remember?
How could you not remember?
Yeah. Brian Johnson. Sorry, honey.
He forgives you. I know he does. So you're saying that anytime an AC/DC. Now, does Brian Johnson sing anything else other than AC/DC?
No, the AC/DC did have a singer before Brian Johnson who died in, I think, a bus accident. I think could
Okay.
be wrong too. Sorry, hun.
He's not going to forgive you for that one. I'm pretty sure. 2 strikes and
no.
you're out. So, okay. So you're telling me that anytime you hear that guy's voice in a song, you know it's AC/DC.
Yeah.
That's
It's
pretty
kinda
cool.
like
That's pretty cool.
inevitable. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then Joe Cocker, like, I don't even know what he's doing. He's like having a stroke or something when he sings.
I hope not. Poor guy.
He plays the air guitar.
He has a lot to
Ooh.
watch.
You guys, I got to just insert this because mom said air guitar. My husband, Brian, is so good at air guitar. It is freaky. It is freaky. I'm like, dude, you got to just, I'm going to get him to play the next time we're around any of you. He is so
Okay.
good at it. I'm like, I can't believe you aren't actually playing the guitar.
Well, not to use a slang term, but oh, baloney.
Oh, baloney. There are
I'm going to record
air
it.
guitar
Oh.
competitions where people go.
Competitions! I know. He could
Yes!
totally join. He could totally. I don't think he'd win, but he could certainly hold his own for a little bit.
No
there
bleeping way.
You then win prize money for being the best at air guitaring.
Yep.
I've never heard of
Kelly?
such a thing.
It's so cool to watch though, too. These people, you would think they would have a guitar in their hands, but they don't.
But they don't, and most of them don't even know how to play a guitar, like even for real.
That was my
Right.
next question. Can they really play guitar? Because then I can see it.
No, most of them don't.
Nope. But
Most
they've
of them
got
is just-
Kelly, remember what was that? Karaoke for the deaf?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Classic air guitar. That is what
Okay.
I'm talking about.
Okay.
That is one of the best things ever to come out of the internet.
Yes.
I know. I agree. Well,
So-
that and SGN, some good news. Sorry.
We tried
You
to watch
guys?
that.
I have yet to watch an episode.
Yeah, we tried.
Margot, don't. You don't want to. Don't bother.
Okay.
This is for
All right.
people who have hearts and are very sympathetic and empathetic and love humanity. Okay, there's a reason that your podcast lists, you and Kelly, are nothing but murder, cold case. I don't care. Yeah. And mine is all about 10% happier, some good news. What else is going on good in the world? There's a reason. You won't like it, so do not watch it. Anybody else out there in podcast land, if you haven't watched SGN, Some Good News with John Krasinski, you don't know what you're missing. Boom. Mic drop.
Okay. The other thing is, if any of you have not watched Karaoke for the Deaf with Natalie Imbruglia, gotta watch it.
Goodness. Watch
Best
it right
thing-
now and then again.
Pause
Best
us,
thing ever.
watch it, and come back to us. Because seriously, it's the best.
Worth
go-
it.
it's-
So
It's going on Facebook right now.
thank
There
you,
you
Margot.
go.
We
Good
need
job.
that. We need the world to see that. Oh
Oh.
my gosh.
Yes.
And
Oh
I
my
suppose you better post a link to the TGF or whatever Shelley said.
SGN. Some good news. It's so good. Thankfully, Christy and Jackie are on board with me and they cry with me every week because it's happy tears. Oh my gosh, we just enjoy it so much. Jackie even waited for Levi to watch it because they watch it together.
I saw
my
that.
gosh.
Yes.
Yes,
It's
I
so
saw
good.
that she was like, we gotta wait.
Excuse me.
Yes, mother. Yes, mother.
This is on YouTube or
Yes.
where?
Some Good News is on YouTube. I will send you a link. Toot
Thank-
sweet.
Too sweet.
Sweet. It's coming.
Sweet.
Oh.
How
Mama.
did we get onto the? We are crazy.
Well-
We are us.
Apparently, Margot and I are the Heartless sisters.
I guess so. Our hearts are 2 sizes too small, I guess.
Ooh.
High five, sister.
Four sizes too small. Shrinking by the minute.
And what movie is that from?
The Grinch. The Grinch who stole
Oh.
Christmas.
I don't know if I could call Margot a Grinch. She does decorate her house. I do not. I'm the Grinch.
And her cat's named Jingle Bells.
True.
But my cat is named Jingle Bells not because of Christmas.
I don't care. That's what I relate to it.
Oh. Oof. To be fair, I have my Christmas
we
tree
need
up
to have-
all year long.
Cheater.
Okay, we need to have our health moment.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
sugar
I guess-
biscuits.
I guess. Well, you know what we need to talk about in our health moment is 2 podcasts ago, like what is it now, 4 weeks ago, Shelley gave us a to-do,
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
which
she
was
did.
to drink warm lemon water every morning on an empty stomach.
Yes.
Yes.
Fresh lemon. And how is it going, Kelly, Margot, and Mother?
I drink it every single day.
Good girl.
I have been doing it. I would say I couldn't say every single day, but I would say 97.9% of the time. Yeah.
Okay.
97.9. Good job. And what are your findings?
I have to say that I'm not super hungry because I don't typically eat breakfast until I get to the office
Okay.
and I'm sitting at my desk, and then I'll eat my Rips Big Bowl that I've tweaked to my liking.
Ooh. I still eat Rip's Big Bowl. We'll have to talk offline about what you put in it. And okay, go.
Yep. And then I'm not super hungry. But I can't say that I can put my finger on, oh, this is different.
Okay.
My weight is still right where it's at. Hence why I've given up a weight goal to lose.
Well, and I would think that's good. I think I did a lot of research on it, and the main benefits are I saw the weight loss thing. It's supposed to help with that. But I also read a lot about digestion and then reabsorbing electrolytes, in the morning because your digestive tract is empty. So this warm lemon water is going to absorb really quickly. It gives you the vitamin C you're going to need, other nutrients. So those are quickly absorbed. And I'm thinking that those are not things you're going to very easily be able to feel in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But I love it. It feels like my morning tea. And every time I have it, I don't even miss coffee. I don't even drink coffee. I have my warm lemon water and I get right to work. And I don't know, it's a good morning ritual for me.
Yeah. My problem is when I wake up in the morning, I wake up and I'm in the shower. Like I stumble into the shower, barely awake. And so I don't drink my warm lemon water until I'm in the kitchen, already dressed and gathering my day to leave for work. So I have to
Yeah.
change that up a little bit because I find myself chugging it because I'm like, it's already, this time I have to be gone.
Mhm.
Otherwise I'm going to be late to work.
But Margot, when your gym reopens, they haven't yet, have they, or did they?
They did. Today was my first day back.
Okay. Your routine's going to change when your gym reopens because you'll shower there, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So drink it on the way, I guess.
This morning I didn't leave exactly when I wanted to this morning. So I didn't work out for the whole time because I was late getting to the gym, but I did drink it while I was gathering my thoughts and energy.
Okay.
Early.
Yeah, early.
Yeah.
You do that
So
early.
I'm going to continue. And,
Yeah. That's awesome.
I have goals. And our health coach has said that this is something we should do.
Yeah, the arm.
So I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, there's benefits to it, even if you don't see the results. It's internal benefits. So it can hurt. Lemons are a good source of a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah, flavor.
Kelly, have you
Yeah.
tried it? The hot lemon water or anything?
I haven't.
That's okay. That's okay. How about you, Mom? Have you noticed anything?
When Margot mentioned the fact that I'm not hungry, that might be true about it. But I haven't stopped drinking my coffee. I still love my coffee.
Coffee is wonderful.
I get up every morning and that's the first thing I do is make my lemon water and drink it. And I enjoy it.
So what
I
was
wish
it
I
you were
didn't.
saying you eat for breakfast, Margot?
I eat what's his name? Rip
Van Edelstein.
Rip Esselstyn.
Esselstein.
Yes, and his Engine 2 diet. And I eat his big bowl, which is just a combination of grape nuts, whole
Shredded
oatmeal,
wheat.
shredded wheat.
Mhm.
Yep. And then I put chia seeds, flax seeds, and cinnamon.
That's exactly what I do. Do you add any fruit?
I do. Usually it's just a banana,
Me too.
and I eat it cold. I just put my almond milk in. I let it sit for 10, 15 minutes, and then eat it. And
Me too.
the oatmeal that I use is a Montana brand, Montana Harvest, and it's it's a mixture of oats. It's not just plain oatmeal. It's got other
that's
little
cool.
things in it too.
Okay.
So that's just kind of my twist that I do on it.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's yummy.
It is good. Lots of fiber.
I eat fruit, yogurt, and an English muffin. That's my breakfast.
That's a good one too.
Ooh, that's a good one too. What happened to the cottage cheese and tomato?
Well, that is my summer breakfast, and it is almost season for good tomatoes and cucumbers. Then I will switch to the summer breakfast.
That's just not breakfast though. Tomatoes?
Tomatoes,
When
cucumbers.
I went to Israel, that's what they gave you for breakfast was a hard-boiled egg, tomatoes, cheese. Yeah.
Yeah, we're here in America. I'm not sure about other countries, but we're very conditioned of what breakfast foods are supposed to be. But in some countries, they eat leafy greens for every meal and things like that, where it's not necessarily just a breakfast food. So we're kind of stuck in what feels right to us, which is fine.
Well,
Yeah, I just don't know. A salad for breakfast. I don't know. That's just odd.
I do that.
Yeah.
I do that.
Yeah, they say it's really good to get some dark leafy greens for every meal. So I wonder if you could maybe mix in, and I might try this, mix in some fresh spinach with my breakfast to see, just right in my cereal.
Yeah, I think I'd put basil in because basil has a distinct flavor.
Ooh, no, that would mess up. No.
No.
That would
Okay.
completely, for me personally, that would completely change my cereal.
it would work.
It's all in what you like.
Cucumbers,
And
though.
that would go good with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about basil.
I have a basil. I have a basil plant growing. Margot, I wanted to tell you that I did take my celery and plant it in dirt. We talked a few
Okay.
episodes ago about that. Yep. And it is growing great. It's still just leaves. And if it grows nice and big, I'll eat the leaves. But it's been really fun.
Well, you could cut the leaves and
And-
put it in with your vegetable scraps if you make veggie broth or in soup.
I do. The other thing I'm growing right now is an avocado to try from a seed to try to grow a tree. And
I have never
if
have been
nothing else-
successful with that one.
I haven't either, but I watched a different guy. I peeled the seed this time and I don't know. I'm very hopeful that it's going to sprout. And if it does, and I don't expect to ever get avocados out of it, but it's a pretty plant. I'm also trying a lemon tree. So we'll see if that grows. I got lemons every day.
Oh, Granny had a lemon tree that she used to
She did.
pollinate her
Yeah.
little tree with a Q-tip. Yeah.
Cute. Oh, Granny. She's had lemon trees as long as I can remember.
Remember when you grew the carrot, Shelley?
Yes. Oh my gosh, that thing was 3 feet tall. I need to try that again.
I need
There
to
you
find.
I
go.
have Polaroid pictures of that somewhere.
I was going to say I need to find the picture of that because I swear I have it. Oh, Shelley's
Oh
carrot.
yeah. I've
I'm
I've
sure you
seen
do.
the picture
I'm
because
sure you
that's
do.
the only way that I remember it is the picture.
Right. You were like 3
You were little,
when we moved.
3 or 4. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was North St. Paul.
And so it was. So next time, I wonder if we should talk about sustainable living and zero waste and stuff like that. What do you think, ladies?
I think
like
that
it.
sounds good.
Okay.
I'll probably be the rebel.
Why? Why do you say that?
Yeah, good question.
Do you not care
have
about this
anything.
earth that
I
we
care.
live on?
I care very much about this earth.
She cares. Kelly, you guys do some serious sustainable living. Like when you guys had the chickens and,
Oh, yeah, we do.
we're just living.
But we don't, sort our recyclables other than cans because got no one to pick them up.
Yeah, you're limited to what you have in your area. I mean, not everybody can recycle everything. I mean, I don't even have compostable recycling, and some areas in Minneapolis does, which is amazing.
Oh.
But
You just do what you can.
We also don't buy a lot of packaged foods and stuff. We make our food.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's
so, I
sustainable.
mean-
Yes, you don't use a
It
lot of
is.
plastic and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in your
I
garden.
think,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Going
So
strong.
they don't have to go to the grocery store to buy a lot of those vegetables. They grow them. So, yeah, you'd be surprised. You're not the rebel. Sorry. You want to be, but you're not.
Damn it.
Now, I have not been to Winco since the whole Coronas thing has exploded. And Winco, after Lucky's closed here in our town, Winco was the next place to go and get bulk food. And I wonder how they're doing that because there was literally like a whole third of the store was nothing but bulk food. So I
Interesting.
wonder what it's like now.
I think you need
because-
to do some market research, Marco.
Yeah, I'll have to
Get
go
out
out there and check it out because I know there was some talk online of some people who were concerned about their bulk food and stuff who said that when they went to the store, you could still get the bulk food. However, it was prepackaged
Oh.
bulk. So
Gotcha.
you just grab their plastic bag where I don't want to grab your plastic bag. I want to use my cloth bag.
Right.
But they're doing
So,
that so
yeah.
that they're showing you that they're prepackaging it so
They're-
that people aren't all digging
Yes.
in there.
All the infected people are not getting their dirty germs in there.
And let me tell you, quinoa, no, give it up.
I made chickpea quinoa soup tonight. Quinoa is amazing. Kelly, it's just as good as barley. You've got to try it. You've
I
got
have.
to try it.
It's
You
just
haven't
like-
tried it
it's just-
properly.
It's yummy. It's yummy. It's
It's
no
so
different
good.
than like wild rice. It's just crunchy grain.
It's a grain. You're just not, maybe you didn't rinse it good enough or something because it's
I've
got,
never made it. I've just had it.
you gotta. Well, okay,
Mhm.
you had it wrong. Somebody didn't do it right. I'm telling you,
Maybe.
it's so good. It's a lot like rice or something that it just takes on the flavor of what you're cooking, as long as you rinse it first.
Is it maybe the texture though, Kelly?
I don't know.
No, not if she can eat barley.
Oh, I love barley.
Mm-mm.
Beef and barley's-
My sister can't stand the texture of chickpeas. I'm like, are you
Ew.
kidding me?
They're
Beans are
pasty.
different. A lot of people
Ew.
don't like beans and peas and stuff.
Mm.
All right.
Chickpeas
Time
are
out.
a staple of life,
If I didn't have chickpeas, I don't know what I'd eat.
Oh.
right?
Just give me chips and salsa, damn it.
You can get chickpea chips.
And it is
Yes,
my
you
own
can.
homemade salsa.
Yes, there you go. Sustainable
Everything-
living.
Everything from my garden.
We are going to have so much to talk about next week. So much. All right. So let's not talk about it all today.
Okay.
Right?
Little teasers there.
Probably time to end, I guess.
Oh,
You
wow.
guys, it was like 86 degrees today.
Oh, no.
It was
Nice.
it was the best day of my life. It was
It was
that's
awesome.
a
so
good
nice
day.
up here
Okay.
at the mountain. The mountain was fabulous. Fabulous.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
I sweated. It was perfect.
I sweated today when Brian and I went for our walk, but it was only 71 or something.
You don't sweat very much though, Shelley. How much did you sweat?
Little bit.
Really? Little bit.
Little bit.
Little bit on the neck, maybe.
Yep. Little
Little
bit.
glisten.
But enough. I don't like
No.
it.
Yeah, I
Oh.
know. That's why we don't sweat, Shelley. We don't like it.
It's very uncomfortable.
I sweat. Ugh, it's gross. Except for when I want to sweat, like when it's been winter and now it's not.
Oh, good stuff, ladies. Good stuff.
All right, ladies. I guess we should call it quits and start our
think
homework
so.
for next week.
So, now, what is the topic? Remind us all.
Zero waste and sustainable living. And if you don't do any of it, start looking it up and do, think about things you want to do.
Okay.
Gardening, sustainable living, all of that kind of stuff. And we can add a subject or two, whatever.
We
Yes,
are going
we
to
do.
jump from lily pad to lily pad like we always do.
Yes.
It'll be fine.
Yes, we are.
Yep.
Yep. Going to be great.
Start with the topic and go.
Sounds good
All
to
right,
me.
Mom, sissies, I love you guys.
I love you too.
Love you all.
Good night.